Chapter 2, Production Possibility Frontiers. And in this video, we're going to go over the various shapes of the PPF curves or straight line PPFs. So it's important to know that the line that we call the production possibility frontier, or the line that is the maximum production possible, tells us the opportunity cost. Remember, opportunity cost is what you have to give up in order to do something or to make a choice. So, in the production possibility frontier, we're looking at the production of two possible goods. And if we're going to make wheat or computers, in order to make more of one good, you have to give up some of the other good. So, the slope of the line is going to tell us how much we have to give up of the other good. Remember, slope is rise over run. So the PPF can expand also. It can shift out to the right. Remember, in order to have the PPF expand out to the right, you would need to have more access to resources. And the PPF itself can be a straight line or it can be curved. And we're going to go into and look at some examples of both of those. So this is a straight line PPF, similar to the one that you did on your practice problem set. So if we got some more technology, let's say, that helps us to produce computers, the maximum amount of computers that we could make could rise from 500 to 600. And alternately, if we get some type of access to a resource that helps us to produce wheat, we could then produce, instead of 5,000, a maximum of 6,000 wheat. And we could, have a technology that works on both of those things. So if we shift those lines out to the right, that is how we have long run growth in the economy and long run expansion. This is what a bowed PPF curve looks like. It's typically bowed out to the right. So at point A here, we're making a lot of soda and only a little bit of mountain bike. So this particular firm, let's say it's an aluminum factory of some sort, is pretty good at making soda. They're using almost all of their workers in factory for making soda and not really about mountain bikes. So let's say that they want to make more mountain bikes. They're going to have to give up some soda. So if we go to the second point here, you'll notice that to shift over, you're going to be giving up a little bit of soda in order to make a lot more mountain bike. And that's because when the production possibility is curved, you don't have a constant slope. The slope changes depending upon which 2 points on this curved line you're moving to and from. So at the top of the curve here, we have most of our workers on soda. If you are the owner of this factory and you're going to try to make more mountain bikes, which of your soda workers do you decide to shift over to mountain bikes first? Now, if you said you take your least productive soda workers, you'd be correct. You don't want to take your rock star employees, the people who are doing so awesome at producing soda. You want to keep them on soda because they are super efficient and really profitable for you. But your least efficient soda workers might be good at mountain bike. You don't know that yet. So you're going to take the least efficient soda workers and you're going to shift them over to mountain bike production. That is why you get a lot of mountain bike output here while only giving up a little bit of soda, because you're taking the workers who weren't really awesome at soda first. Now, if we continue to want to make more and more mountain bike, let's say we're at point B here. At point B, we're making, a lot less soda than we were before, a lot more mountain bikes. But let's say we want to continue down the curve to make even more mountain bike. Now we're taking the very best, most efficient soda workers and shifting them over to mountain bike production. So now we're getting into the best employees, and that means we're going to give up a lot of soda in order to get a little bit of mountain bike. All this means is that the opportunity cost to make a mountain bike is getting higher. So when you get a bowed PPF curve like this, as you move through the curve, your opportunity cost rises. On a straight line PPF, your opportunity cost is constant because the slope is constant. And the curved line is probably more true to real life because in real life, we have varying workers, and those workers and machinery, they have different skills. And some of your workers might be really talented at one thing and a little less talented at something else. Now, the thing that would make a PPF curve be bowed outward instead of a straight line is because the types of resources we're using to produce the two goods could be different. In this case, we're talking about workers. Workers producing soda and mountain bikes might have different skills, and some of them might have a lot more experience at soda. They might be really efficient and good at that thing, and maybe they've never done mountain bike and they haven't really been trained as well, and they haven't had as many years of experience. So that is going to be a training issue, and they might be a little slower at making the mountain bikes. But the PPF could be curved based on any resource it takes to make the good. We call these inputs. It could be the land you're using. Various types of soil might have better nutrients for growing corn, let's say, as opposed to soybean. Whatever capital stock we're using, remember, capital stock is machinery, equipment, technology that companies use to produce goods. The amount of capital stock and the equipment that you have and the workers that you have might be better at making one or the other. That's what bows it outward.